Okay, so you have literally just watched Lost in La Mancha, and yes, we do feel for Terry Gilliam right there. Quite epic way of making films, isn't it? So there is someone else, another filmmaker actually, that is quite interesting in his way of handling filmmaking and to a degree of impossibility, and that's of course Werner Herzog. So Werner Herzog wrote this book actually, which is called The Conquest of the Useless. And in this book, he tells the story of how he made this film called Fitzgeraldo. And Fitzgeraldo is a story of this man that really wants to kind of build an opera. And in order to build this opera, he has to go and bring some caoutchouc throughout the Amazonia forest in order to fundraise for it so he can make some money. And basically at one point of the film, he cannot make it around Amazonia, so he has to literally get his boat on the top of a gigantic hill. I mean, and we are talking about a big boat. And so he then has to work together with, the tribe in the Amazonia forest to try and help him to get that boat up the road. Now, what is interesting about this film is, of course, it's a totally impossible project. The actual main character trying to get this boat on the top of a mountain is insane. But what I always found fascinating is, of course, the relationship between Werner Herzog and Klaus Kinski. So Werner Herzog is a director, and Klaus Kinski, the actor who played the role of that opera director. And what you are about to see is how the two of them used to speak to each other, and the absolute drama and nightmare that it can be to put a film together, because I think we often think about that one person who is a director, but actually it's never true. You never exist on your own. I mean, right now I'm on my own, but I'm in my studio, and actually I have a big team there with based in the other part of the courage. But what I will say is you never do these things on your own. You're always surrounded by a lot of people. And of course, sometimes, the kind of the human condition and the human epic kind of reveal itself. And I think this specific clip is kind of giving you an insight of perhaps quite a tense and passionate relationship. And I'm one of these people that strongly believe in that passion that can be involved into filmmaking, not to the degree that Klaus Kinski and Werner Herzog are developing it, but have a look. It's quite insane. And I pick you up just after that.